Hey everyone, it's Alec with It Takes Guts. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm back with more Chainsaw Man chapter 168, and I know I said I wouldn't be doing more Chainsaw Man chapter reviews like weekly like this, but if you're watching the story right now in part 2, if you're reading along, it's been a really climactic moment happening with both our characters of Asa and Denji, so I really want to talk about kind of where this is going in the story, and I think Fujimoto kind of saved the manga. I really think if you were in the space of watching this chapter of last week, 167 happened, there was a lot of controversy going into why this is a shonen happening, what is going on, and is this even like good? It's kind of dangerous subject matter to get into if you don't have a good thematic resonance to really apply it to. It could have been a really, to me, almost a cancellation of Chainsaw Man if they really didn't pull this off, if Fujimoto didn't take the time to kind of put this situation in good context in the story and make this really a big moment. So I want to talk about that, so let's get into this. So the start of this chapter has Yoru actually taking over Asa's body, which we ended 167 with Asa taking control again, so I really thought we'd continue with her perspective, but we start off with Yoru. She's kind of backhanding the whole situation away, just saying, I only kissed you because it felt good, like, don't misunderstand, and I think that just does insane damage to Denji's psyche. Like, he's just trying to have a normal, actual, like, kiss with a romantic partner, and he just can't. He just literally can't, I guess, in the story. So I feel like that was a really big sad moment to me when reading through it, just having that play out. It then goes to Denji asking Yoru if she likes him, and she's like, nope, but Asa, the person, you know, inside me also kind of likes you, and that's what was taking over me. That's why I kind of gave into those emotions, was Asa's other side of her emotional side towards Denji, because Asa likes Denji in the end of things. It's kind of not really majorly talked about, but she does have feelings for him, and that's, to me, the whole arc with Yoru. That's why Yoru's in this situation, to me, is maybe get Asa more attracted to Denji, so when she actually does the power to take over Denji's body and make him a weapon, it's not going to be some crazy weak weapon, it's going to be something crazy. So that's kind of what she's after, and to me, that's the whole reason this played out, is Yoru trying to pepper that up, but Asa's emotions flooded in over Yoru, and basically kind of made this makeout scene happen, which Asa liked, but not the hands in the pants stuff. That's what all Yoru did. So it's, to me, really crazy, because it's like taking over and manipulation, with both parties kind of wanting to do this but never in this situation, but Asa specifically never in the pants situation. So I thought that was a very cool and just really needed context layer, because I was kind of worried that this was going to get glossed over and maybe Asa was just going to say, ew, gross, which obviously she does think that, but then Asa really takes over, and this is where it gets really interesting. So Asa starts taking back control over Yoru in her own body and starts bashing her head against the wall, and then she starts punching herself because she's so mad at Yoru for making her do that, asking, why'd you kiss him? And Yoru's taunting back at Asa saying, didn't you like it? And isn't this what you wanted? And she's like, no. Asa's like, of course not, he's gonna think I'm a slut. So to me, this was a very needed conflict. Of course, this is probably one of the last straws that Asa can really deal with Yoru taking advantage of her and using her in this situation to further her own agenda. So I worry for Asa, and she looks like she's kind of been just on her last straw, taken advantage of in this moment, and it's really crazy because her main thing in this entire downfall is her feelings for Denji. She's like, he's never gonna like me anymore. He's never gonna see me for who I am or who I really am, because you're taking over my body and making me do these insane things that I would never do. So she's more distraught about Denji, just thinking that she's, you know, unworthy, and now Denji's looking down on her, which in Denji's situation, he's not looking down on her at all. He's looking at himself. The full page panel of Denji sitting on the ground in the back alleyway was really tough. I think that was one of Fujimoto's best panels of, to me, recent times, to really show just a fractured version of Denji, just really down, not really able to see right or wrong or be able to put his thoughts together on what he even thought what happened. He's just, you know, manipulation over and over. And on top of that, he just had his main crisis before, saying he can't do anything because he thinks sexually about everything. He can't get this off his chest, so he just ruins everything around him. He ruins his thoughts. He can't even save Nayuta. And now all that's on top of this traumatic event with Yoru, Asa, and it's just just a powerful panel. I really think so. Same with the panels that lead out the end of this chapter with them on the actual like train or subway and him like looking through the people or looking past, and Asa's on the other side. They're separated now, not sitting next to each other. Wow. Just a lot of emotions going into this. Fujimoto really slowed it down, stopped the dialogue for those panels, and just kind of showed where the characters are at. And I really think this means a lot moving forward, because where are they going to go? How does Denji really move after this? How does he get through this and keep his motivation up? And how does Asa keep the motivation up? She thinks Denji hates her and never's going to like her or see her, for what she is again. So it's really just a messy situation, but messy in the characters. In terms of what Fujimoto did, I really think this was an excellent chapter. This really could have sunk the series if he did not handle this moment with real care for the characters and what they've been through, and actually adding a good layer of context to this to not just be, a meme on the internet. This could have been a meme chapter. Same with the last one. It already kind of was becoming it. So it's nice to see him take the care that's needed and really make sure that this moment is not going to be glamorized or talked about in a really hypersexualized way, but in a more so traumatic, really life-altering way for both our main characters going through this real messy and hard-to-take situation. Well, those are my thoughts on Chainsaw Man Chapter 168. Really powerful chapter. I'm really happy with how Fujimoto handled this situation. Made sure they had a lot of context and weight for this, because it really deserved it. And if it didn't have that, this series would have had a really hard time moving forward with this glossed over. So happy to see that. Leave a comment down there if you want to talk about the chapter and where you think Chainsaw Man's really going. I don't know if I'll keep doing chapter reviews like this, but if the story stays this consistently engaging, then I might have to if I get really into the character growth that's happening. But regardless, thank you for watching. Like the video if you like the video, and you're still here, like the video. And you already know, it takes guts to subscribe. So have a great day, everyone.